Think virtual assistant. What comes to mind? Is it a $2 an hour freelancer answering customer service chats, all in broken English? When I was running my e-commerce business alone, that's honestly exactly what I pictured, until a mentor of mine opened my eyes to what real virtual assistants look like. Now I have a team all based in the Philippines that's selling through my inventory as I make this video. I'm Zach, founder of Talented. We've placed over 25 savage hires overseas for 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs, but honestly, a lot of these business owners are still thinking about VAs wrong. In this video, I'm going to show you what a VA really is in 2025, how the Philippines became the gold standard, and how it's costing you tens of thousands of dollars not to hire one in your business. Let's lock in. So you land on this video, you're even considering a VA in the first place because you're buried in the admin work, the back-end logistics that are required to keep your business running forward, but that you don't have to be doing anymore as the founder. The logistics, the emails, all that back-end admin. And you've looked at hiring locally in the US and it's like $4 to $6 grand a month minimum for a full-time employee, which for a lot of business owners is out of reach, which puts you between doing all this low-value work yourself, never getting past that, and paying $70,000 a year salary for a full-time admin. Now, most founders think of a virtual assistant as someone they pay $2 an hour that has terrible English, does a couple mind-numbing tasks for them, you message them once a month, basically short-term, low-skilled labor. And honestly, this is exactly what I experienced when I first started hiring in 2021. But when you hire the right one, they can run your entire business. On the left here is Christelle. She's been on my team for over 3 years. In the past year, she sourced $439,000 of inventory. She's basically responsible for getting all of the inventory into Amazon without me. Then we have Danielle here on the right. She makes all the purchasing decisions, all the backend logistics, and handles inventory reconciliation from end to end. So I want you to drop the idea of a virtual assistant. Just think international team member. Now there's 3 reasons that a lot of founders are turning to hiring from the Philippines. First one is English proficiency. They rank number 20 in the world. English is taught in their school system, very integrated into their daily life. It's something like over 50% of adults speak English, which it's a big country. That's a lot to choose from. Another reason is they're already trained by US companies. They're working for the Googles of the world doing their back-end customer service. The third one, and probably the biggest, is the currency exchange. The US dollar goes very far in the Philippines. Now, for decades, Fortune 500 companies have been running massive call center operations out of Manila, the capital of the Philippines. If you give a call to DoorDash, Uber, American Express, you can see for yourself. In fact, just last month, I had to get my Amex replaced. I called them and I was like, hey, are you by chance from the Philippines? He said, yes, we had a little chat. But the traffic to get into these offices is brutal, and the office salaries have not kept up. I've met plenty of people who are commuting 3 hours a day for $400 a month. After the pandemic, or the bandemic as some of us call it, great talent realized that these borders did not exist anymore. So they started investing in their home office setups, getting their headsets, getting their webcams, getting their laptops. Now they want to work with a stable Western company they can grow with. Now you have access to former teachers, nurses, business graduates, professionals with direct US client experience that realize they can have a much better opportunity by working remotely. A common question I get is, what can a virtual assistant actually do for me? I like to say, anything you can teach them. The Philippines is an extremely process-driven culture. So you teach them your decision-making process, the way you do things, you hand them the outcomes, the KPIs, and they'll use your process to get there. Some of the responsibilities we've seen work well with our own team and for our clients are running outbound and follow-up campaigns, keeping your CRM and your pipeline organized, coordinating with your warehouse team, managing your ad accounts, training new hires, documenting SOPs, the list goes on. Basically, all the repetitive work that is breaking your momentum and stealing your time away from the things that only you can do. Now, Naval says there's 4 forms of leverage, and the oldest one being labor. Because if you hire at $5 an hour or $900 a month, and you free up that hour of work to do stuff that's worth $100 an hour, the sales, the strategy, the partnerships, you're getting a 20x ROI on your time. So if you have 3 team members, that's $600 a week, 120 hours going towards your goal, towards the mission of your business, all for less than 1 local hire. So if you have tasks in your business that could be delegated for $5, that's what your time becomes worth. But if you're delegating that task and allocating that time towards the $100 an hour work, you're getting a 20x ROI. The old way is a data entry VA, someone that responds in poor English. You have to explain the same thing to them 4 times. just for them to disappear the next day. They're reactive, they need to be micromanaged, and they're a commodity. One is just like the other. They all produce the same output. The new way to think about it is a right-hand operator, someone that optimizes for their KPIs and becomes a long-term value partner to you and your business. In 2025, I define a virtual assistant as a remote team member that owns their outcomes, makes decisions just like I would, and provides endless value from anywhere in the world. But none of this happens by accident. It takes the right process, the right expectations, and the right leadership. Most founders will fumble the hiring process. They'll say, okay, I need to hire overseas. Let me make this basic job posting and hire the first person that applies. But there's a better way. So if you want to watch my full video breakdown on how we hire overseas in 14 days, click this video right here. I appreciate you watching the end, and I'll see you in the next video.